Your hands are shaking. Your heart is pounding. 20 people are looking at you, waiting for you to speak. Your brain tells you this is dangerous, but nothing here can actually hurt you. So why does it feel like your life is on the line? The real answer is far stranger than nerves or bad luck. This fear was built into you long before classrooms, microphones, or job interviews existed. It comes from a time when being watched by a group really could end your life. Think about your ancestors. For most of human history, you lived in small bands of maybe 30 to 50 people. That was your entire world. Everyone you knew, everyone who fed you, everyone who protected you. Now imagine standing in the center of that group, every eye on you. In that world, being the center of attention wasn't exciting, it was a warning sign. If the group turned against you, you didn't just feel embarrassed. You lost your share of the food. You lost protection from predators. In the harshest cases, you were left behind. Being watched by many people at once meant only one thing to your ancestors: judgment. And judgment could mean exile. Exile could mean death. So your brain built a shortcut. A group of eyes on you equals danger. Respond now. Don't wait to think it through. That shortcut still runs today. Even when the eyes belong to coworkers in a conference room. Psychologist Thomas Kemeny ran a study using something called the Trier Social Stress Test. People were asked to give a speech in front of strangers and a panel of judges. The results were dramatic. Heart rates spiked. Cortisol, the stress hormone, surged. Some participants showed immune responses similar to what you'd see during a physical illness. Their bodies reacted as if they were under attack. Not socially, physically. Decode that for a second. Cortisol is your body's emergency fuel. It's the chemical equivalent of a fire alarm. It pulls energy away from digestion, from immune defense, from anything that isn't immediately needed for survival. Your body was preparing for a fight or a sprint against an audience holding notepads. Here's where it gets stranger. This isn't just a human thing. Researcher John Cacioppo, who spent decades studying loneliness and social pain, found that the brain processes social threat using many of the same regions it uses for physical threat. The anterior cingulate cortex, the insula. These areas light up whether you're touching something hot or being excluded by a group. To your brain, social pain and physical pain are written in a similar language. That's why being laughed at can feel like being punched. Why rejection can feel like a wound. Your nervous system isn't being dramatic. It's using ancient code that never got updated. Now picture a different ancestor, not the one giving a speech, the one in the audience. For your ancestors, watching someone closely wasn't passive. It was information gathering. Can I trust this person? Are they strong? Are they a threat? Will they take more than their share? Every person you spoke to was running a silent evaluation, and you knew it because you did the same thing to them. This is why public speaking feels like an interrogation. In a sense, it always was one. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar, known for his research on social group sizes, proposed that human brains evolved specifically to track relationships. Who owes who a favor? Who can be trusted? Who is rising in status? Who is falling? Dunbar's research suggests your brain has a rough limit, around 150 meaningful relationships. Beyond that, your social tracking system starts to overload. Now think about a room of 30 strangers watching you speak. Your brain doesn't see 30 individuals, it sees 30 potential judges. 30 sets of eyes that could decide your social fate, even if logically you know none of them can hurt you. Here's the twist. This fear wasn't a flaw. It was a feature. The people most attuned to social judgment were often the ones who survived. They noticed tension before it became conflict. They sensed when they were losing status before it cost them everything. Fear of judgment kept you paying attention, and attention kept you alive. So, this anxiety you feel before speaking, it's not your brain malfunctioning. It's your brain doing exactly what it was built to do, just using a tool designed for survival on a stage built for a TED Talk. But here's where the story bends. Your ancestors' group was permanent. If you were judged badly, you couldn't just leave and never see those people again. The same 30 faces every day for your entire life. Today, the audience changes. The job interview ends. The presentation finishes. The strangers in that room may never see you again. The stakes that built this fear no longer exist, but the alarm system does. This mismatch has a name in psychology. Researchers call it an evolutionary mismatch.